Hey guys, Don Leith here, Omaha, Nebraska. How's everybody doing today? It's an awesome day here. We don't get very many of them, so I like to take advantage of them. Being outside's pretty nice. Anyway, I feel pretty grateful today. I just sitting and doing some serious thinking about now lifestyle and the awesome opportunity it is for all of us, and in the process thinking about all the different professions that can function within now lifestyle. It doesn't make any difference where somebody has been doing their day job. Doesn't make any difference what their passion has been at all, and what they've been working on, etc. Because we can come to common ground here and now lifestyle, and it's pretty awesome. Been a lot of conversations also about different goals and things like that and how important they are. So I thought it's one thing to have theory, and I certainly don't take anything away from anybody because goal theory and setting them and having task lists, those are all vitally important. I do them, I get it. It's something you can't really get along in life without. One of my favorite mentors of all time, Zig Ziglar, I had the honor of going to several of his conferences when he was still with us. So I wish he was still around, but he's not, But Zig used to say, trying to live your life without goals is trying to come back from a trip you've never been on. So you have to hang on to that one for a second and chew on it. But it's pretty real. He was a real guy and so on. But anyway, I thought today I'd just take and share with you a little story about some goals and a real life situation. Years ago, happened to know a young man here in Omaha that was selling telephone systems for an electronics company here. And that was back in a time when you had to convince people it was literally legal, to buy their own phone system. It was just that industry was just kind of new. And so a lot of people say, well, I can't buy my own phone system. I have to get it from the phone company or AT&T or whatever. They weren't aware of the new laws and things that had changed, when in fact they did not have to do that. And so he was here in this marketplace and was, having pretty good luck with sales, etc. And he would give me updates on his information and whatever. And one of the manufacturers located in Long Island City, New York, of the company that they represented, where he worked, came out with a sales contest. And there were, at that time, a little over 3,000 salespeople, he told me, in the United States for this one company, all selling the same products. Well, the manufacturer came out with this contest and said, we're going to give you 5 points for each equipment cabinet and 1 point for each telephone. And at the end of 3 months, whoever has the most points is the winner. Well, naturally, in a smaller market like Omaha, it's not LA or New York by any means. We're growing. Probably they project in the greater metro area, including the little Iowa side of the river. We may get to be around 1 million sometime here in the future. But anyway, so it's not in LA or New York or something of that nature. And so the thoughts of the company where this young man worked here in Omaha, and his thoughts, were that people would sandbag in some of these bigger markets, and that salespeople would all get together and figure out a way to take all their points and bag them up and come in and hit that. Well, at the end of the first month of the contest, the notice came out all across the United States and Hawaii and Alaska, and that this guy here in Omaha was leading the nation. Well, yeah, he came in here from a little podunk town in Iowa, a little Missouri boy that grew in here, and is pretty shocked. Still convinced, he told me, that he knew they were sandbagging. There probably really wasn't too much chance. But then something kicked in that he really hadn't done a lot of before, and he really started thinking about this. And he told me, I think I could do this. I might be able to do this. What he didn't have in place yet was a plan. So he got serious, and he set his goals up, and he put his plan together. He put pictures of Japanese gardens and things on his medicine cabinet mirror, and little Japanese items and things were all around because the winner was going to Japan, and Taiwan and Hong Kong, a 16-day trip. Whoever won this trip, it was a big deal. One winner for the entire United States. And so he went after it, and he went after the goals, and he went after it. Everything was laid out. He knew how many calls he had to make. He had his numbers put together, calls it take to get a proposal, proposals it takes to get a sale, and based on a lot of those factors, because he had pretty good experience with doing that. Long story short, at the end of the 3 months, he won that contest. Little company, little Omaha, little salesman, little town, and he won that contest. over 3,000 other SEAL people in the United States who all had the same opportunity. And he went on that trip to Japan. And it was amazing. And it was a landmark for his life because there were goals in action. Not saying you haven't heard anything about goals being in action, but I just thought I would share this about this friend of mine and how he was able to accomplish this tremendous feat in his career, in his lifetime. And the credit actually goes to the goals and the structure and the things he laid out in the path. So there you have it. It works. Now you guys aren't asleep. You know I'm telling you a story about myself. I'm sure many of you are way, way ahead of me. I say it not to you as any way of shape or of any boasting, just to prove to you that what you've heard from so many of the leaders in Now Lifestyle is real, it's true. Plan your work, work your plan, and it's there. This is an amazing, amazing opportunity, and I know I'm singing to the choir when I say that. But anyway, keep your chin up, keep after it, and you'll win. All right. Hey, thanks for listening to my little story. I just wanted to share it with you and give you a little bit of glimmer that their odds couldn't have been worse in that whole process. And maybe you think your odds are really bad today, but they're not. And as maybe I've said this before, but Zig says the difference between a big shot and a little shot is a big shot. It's a little shot. Kept on shooting. So keep on shooting. All right. Talk to you soon. Take care.